Hey everybody, it's the waitingfornextyear.com podcast, Commuting with Craig edition. It is Thursday morning, and the Cleveland Cavaliers got hammered by the Golden State Warriors in a rivalry match. No, it wasn't a rivalry match at all. The Cavaliers kept it close through the first half. They got blown out by like 30. Their deficit in the second half was 30 points. So it was an utter disaster by the time the game had ended. Not surprisingly, Steph Curry hit 7,455 three-pointers in the game. It's a record, by the way. Amazing. I just want to talk about this because I feel very sorry for Cavaliers season ticket holders. I mean, I guess you get what you get if you didn't cancel last year, but I don't want to blame the victims. They are sitting here trying to support the Cavaliers through thick and thin and own their tickets. And in the LeBron years and kind of over the last decade, all sports teams, I think, have really embraced the dynamic pricing model. So when a marquee game is on the schedule, like the Golden State Warriors coming to town, they take, instead of, let's say you pay $5,000 for your entire season ticket package, that's not split evenly, X number of dollars per ticket per game. You might pay $20 per game against the Milwaukee Bucks on a Tuesday, but the Golden State Warriors on a Wednesday is going to be $175. And so now in your season ticket package, if you can't go to that Golden State Warriors game on a Wednesday and you want to sell them on flash seats, you have to put them up for sale on flash seats and try and sell them. But the way the flash seats works, you are not allowed to discount your tickets beyond a certain level. I don't know if it's like 80% or whatever else, but if those tickets are $100 a ticket, you are not allowed to list them for less. If true market value for that ticket is $25, you're not allowed to list it for $25. You would have to list it for $80, if it's 80%. I can't remember what the percentage is, but I understand why they did it. But when you're the Cleveland Cavaliers and you've got 41 home games without any marquee star, Kevin Love's been hurt, Colin Sexton is Colin Sexton, the vacuum created by LeBron James makes anybody look small, and now you're left with this dynamic ticket pricing model that limits your ability to sell your tickets. So a bad investment just got worse because you're eating extra money on these quote unquote marquee games that are supposed to have this extra market value. But and maybe they do have an extra market value compared to another team. More people probably want to buy those Golden State Warriors tickets, but not so much so that the demand outpaces the supply. There are so many extra seats now that LeBron's gone. Even a slight bump in demand means like what? A $2, $3 premium over what you could get from a Milwaukee Bucks game on a Tuesday. It doesn't work. And the ones who end up really, really paying the price are the most loyal people, the season ticket holders. It's a real shame. I'm very happy that I sold my tickets. I didn't sell my tickets. I gave up my tickets for the Cavaliers. I was going to do that even if LeBron stayed, because that's another thing that people don't realize. Unless you were a season ticket holder who only wanted to go to 10 games or something, and you were selling a lot of tickets on flash seats, this town had taken LeBron completely for granted. The regular season was being taken completely for granted in this city. And I'm not saying that because I'm blaming fans or I'm calling us bad fans. I'm just saying that it's the truth, because it no longer became special or special enough for the excitement level to be pushing up ticket prices on the secondary market. A lot of season ticket holders were buying these tickets for, say, $100 a piece all season long. And then you get to this time of the year, December, January, and February, and if you were lucky, you would get like $19, $18, $17 from an offer on flash seats. And that's the real problem. So flash seats take season ticket holders with their ticket price, and they limit the downward level that you can post the tickets, which, okay, maybe that's fine. Maybe that's a good way to control the market, but they don't limit the lowball offers. So I would have these tickets that cost me, say, $100 a piece, and I would list them for sale, and the only offers I'd have were like $22 a ticket. And at a certain point, maybe $22 is the market value, but it's so insulting to have, and meanwhile, if you're really savvy at flash seats, I don't know if it's still this way, but it used to be this way. You could make 7, 8 offers on tickets, on different tickets, and they would automatically be linked to your account. So you could, let's say you wanted to sit in the club section really badly. So you pick out the section you want, you find 5 or 6 ticket listings, and you start a lowball campaign. All right, I'm going to make a $20 offer on row 4, and I'm going to make a $20 offer on row 8. I'm going to make a $20 offer on row 9, etc. And then if one of your offers gets accepted, if you play the lowball lottery and one of your offers gets accepted, it automatically cancels out all your other bids. It's smart like that. But really, the whole system is set up for lowballers to screw over season ticket holders, because it's really easy to just, play lowest common denominator, in order to find the most desperate person you can. And invariably, because there are so many games and so many tickets available on the secondary market, the entire secondary market for Cleveland Cavaliers regular season tickets is playing to the lowest common denominator. And it's really a shame. Even eBay has reserve pricing. They should be setting reserve price as well. If I'm only allowed to list a $100 ticket for $80 and no less, they shouldn't allow some bidder to offer $17 on an $80 ticket. There should be some, I don't know if it's 50% or 60%, but they should set the floor as well. Because if without setting the floor, you're just punishing the most important ticket holders in your entire organization. So that's really my sports take for today. I've been doing this, we've been doing this kind of charity drive at work where we're collecting hats and gloves and scarves and socks for people in need. And one of my employees through their church takes all this stuff and hands it out. And we're in the last couple days. It's been really fun. I think a lot of you know that I sell insurance. So I'm an independent insurance agent. So I have all these different insurance companies. And it's been really fun because I guilted them all. So like when Grange Insurance wants to have a meeting with me, I say, okay, by the way, we're doing this campaign. We're going to take a picture in front of my Christmas tree with all these donations. I'd appreciate it if you brought some hats, gloves, scarves, and socks. And it's been really fun. Everybody's had a good time with it, but it's coming to an end, and I'm almost it doesn't go all the way up till Christmas because you want to collect all the stuff by December 8th so that you can hand it out from now until kind of the new year into the coldest month. So you kind of have to build the supply ahead of the actual holidays. But it's been a whole lot of fun. It's just one of those things, you try and do good things, but it takes a lot of time. It takes effort and coordination. And I'm not like giving myself a pat on the back. I'm almost feeling guilty that I haven't done more over the years. It's not about saying that I'm great. It's about saying that, man, I'm finally doing something. And it's so rewarding. It's really fun. And I recommend it this time of year especially. If just pick a cause, pick something, and do it, because this is the time of year where you get the most personally out of it, and it's also the time of year where people seem to be in need the most. So that's all I got. Thanks for listening. We'll talk to you soon. It's been the waitingfornextyear.com podcast.